And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Nick Castellanos now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Castellanos, a native Floridian. He was selected in the first round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
You know, I know this guy isn't the superstar everyone thought he was going to be when he was drafted in those high rounds, but he has had a solid big league career.
Now the 2-0. Hard hit ball to second. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Tigers.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in as he'll send a ground ball down to third. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Here's Brett Gardner now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. So earlier in the broadcast we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
Yeah, Matty, executing a game plan to a T. Both guys with big power arms, establishing the fastball and then using their off speed to get these guys and keep them honest.
You know what, Dero, in the day and age where we're seeing a lot of high-scoring games, it's kind of refreshing to see two pitchers on point like they are in this one. Runs going to be at a premium. Both these guys look super locked in.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Stepping in, Aaron Judge. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First things first, here's a throw over. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him.
Decisions like that have to be made knowing who you've got at the plate. This guy can put one over the fence, no problem, so that wasn't very smart baseball.
First pitch coming, here it is. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Judge is a 300 hitter on the dot. Can't complain about that.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Up with it, McCann. Makes the throw to first, 2 down. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Aaron Hicks is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. The 2-1. Grounded softly to the right. Underhanded flip. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Yanks held in check, but they're on top 1-0. The next batter, Jamer Candelario.
Third baseman, Jamer Candelario.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And it's fouled away. Here it comes on 0-2. And this is strike 3 called, says Clyde Washington. Might have looked a bit low, but that's out number 1. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. Striding into the box, Victor Martinez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Martinez makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. The 1-0 home is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
And a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up one hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he fouls this one off. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
So striding forward now, Jose Iglesias. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. He swings and misses. Throw down. In time, and he is nailed at second.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out that walk, but it got erased pretty quickly. Always hate to give outs away on the base pass, especially when you've gotten on base for free.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're one strike away from being shut out from 5.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone, but I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Mike Gerber would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Taken in by Gregorius. Throw on to Walker at first, and the inning is over. Tigers are shut down there. They trail this one 1-0. Giancarlo Stanton now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that slider's almost in the dirt. And that pitch catches the inside corner. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh and 1, here it comes. Right side. Oh, a dive by Miggy. What a play.
A really nice play by the first baseman right there. Two parts of this play. Does a great job of knocking it down with a dive, and then a good feed and a flip to the pitcher, just like you work on it in spring training. PFP, pitcher's fielding practice.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Line towards center field. Gerber will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they lead it 1-0. At the plate, Mike Gerber to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First offering on its way. A fastball that finds the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
The 3-1 is taken for strike 2. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now in the box, James McCann. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he's back standing. From the stretch. Shows bunt as he gets this one down. To second for 1. On to first, a double play.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but 1 ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
In now, Nico Goodrum. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Little dribbler down the line. Andahar brings it in. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Wow, this manager must be pulling his hair out. Not only does he have to deal with this pitcher walking people, now he's got to deal with his defense tripping all over themselves.
Ready once again, Mikey Mata. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Goodrum, the runner at first with 2 gone. He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Ready for another shot now, Gary Sanchez. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Now here's the pitch. Down the left field line and deep. Mata is after it. And they can't run it down. The 0-1. 1-1. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
The 1-2. Misses for the 2nd ball. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Mata has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman, Neil Walker.
Here's Neil Walker. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
Fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Mata has a play. 2 gone.
Now batting, number 42.
Digging in once again, Torres. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way. Here's a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here it comes, 0-2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. This is line to left. This is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. So the Yanks go 1-2-3, but they hold a 1-0 lead. So striding in, Mikey Matu. For 2 here to start the afternoon. Austin Romine is also into the ballgame as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate.
Now catching, number 42, Austin Romine.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground out to short. Gregorius has it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Up next for the Tigers, right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Striding in, Nicholas Castellanos. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And what are the key numbers to look at? First pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Stepping in now, Miguel Cabrera. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A ball and a strike to Miguel Cabrera. In for strike 2.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2. Two out, nobody on. The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at for ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line to the right side. And Cabrera's going to have himself a base hit.
I'll tell you what, D-Row, this guy's been on point. After that knock, that's only their second knock of the game, and it's getting late into this one.
Yeah, it's frustrating. You can see it from the manager to the hitting coach to everyone in this lineup. They are really upset with the way they've swung the bats. Maybe this is the start of something late.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner back easily. Into the box now, Jeimer Candelario. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Hit hard down the line. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Tigers leave 1. It remains 1-0. Warwick Southhold has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Brett Gardner. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a slider taken in the dirt.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Here now the 2-2. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. McCann gathers, and the throw is there to record the first out. Final line there for the Detroit starting pitcher. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball 1. And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. The 2-1. Hit on the ground to third. Candelario has it. And there's out number 2. Eighth inning from Comerica Park with the visiting Yankees on top of the Tigers as you get a look at the line score to this point in the game. Aaron Hicks will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit ball to second. Goodrum is there, throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They lead it 1-0. So digging in now, Victor Martinez. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
And it's 1-1. The 1-1 to Martinez. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The 1-2 pitch. Down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. Is taken down and in for a ball.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
The 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Martinez is retired, and there's one away.
You know, professional catchers make those plays look easy most of the time, but that was a big play that shouldn't go unnoticed. Had he found a way on, he would have represented a tying run, so that was a nice job there to make sure that strikeout didn't get wasted.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. No hits to this point. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Outside, 3-0 now. The 3-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swinging a soft liner, leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it. But a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Standing in now, Mike Gerber. A ball and no strikes. It was a walk in his last trip. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. The 2-1 home. Count even at 2-2. A full count, 3-2 to the Tigers center fielder. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here. He sees the finish line, Dan, and he's got a chance at this.
Well, there's no doubt about it right now. And what makes it easier, too, from a manager's standpoint right now, you could probably just go to one guy in the bullpen to finish this game. A terrific job, 7 2/3 up to this point.
And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Digging in to try it again, Giancarlo Stanton. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And the changeup just missed the inside corner.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Into the box now, Didi Gregorius, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The 1-0 is a fastball on the outer third. Stanton gets his lead at first, nobody out. And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
And this will be fouled away. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Now batting, Adeiny Echeverria, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Runner at first here, one man out. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. The 2-0. Is a heater in there for a strike. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him. Austin Romine is on deck. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Romine.
Set to get his day started, Austin Romine. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to Cabrera at first. It's a twin killing, and the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Aroldis Chapman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Striding in to start the 9th, James McCann, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
That's straight smoke at 99, guys. It's almost unfair.
Fouled off. Here's the 0-2. Up around the face. And a fastball swung on and hit the second. Torres is up with it, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher. Great day's work any way you look at it. Into the box now, Nico Goodrum, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Chapman is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Boy, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
The 1-2 pitch. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Up next for the Tigers, left fielder.
And that'll bring up Mikey Mata. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Fastball that just misses inside. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Last breath for the Tigers. And a fastball just a bit up.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The New York Yankees led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Luis Severino earns the win, his 2nd, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. Michael Fulmer is saddled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Aroldis Chapman hammers down the save, his 5th of the year. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees. 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Tigers, no runs on only 2 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 20 minutes. A reminder that for travel through downtown Detroit, pick up the People Mover train outside the stadium at the Grand Circus Park Station, located just beyond the right field gate on Witherell Avenue.